next language test will be this Wednesday. So we have today and tomorrow to go over what is going to be on that test. So I need your eyes up here. You especially need to make sure you're paying attention to all the things that we've learned that are going to be capitalized. So eyes on the chart, please. All right, capitalize the first word of every sentence. We've known that since the first week of school. Number 2, capitalize names, titles of respect, initials, and the word I. Capitalize the days of the week, the months of the year, but not the seasons. Capitalize holidays and special days. And remember, if it consists of more than one word, you capitalize every word in the name of that holiday or special day. Capitalize proper nouns. What are proper nouns? Particular person, place, or thing. You cannot just say person, place, or thing. That's what a noun is. And a common noun is any person, place, or thing. A proper noun is a particular person, place, or thing. So it must be capitalized. Capitalize names referring to God and the Bible. Capitalize the first word, the last word, and every important word in titles. And they stop there, but they're talking about books, stories, poems, songs. Alright, so books, the title of a book, or like in our reader, it's filled with stories, the titles of stories, poems like The Duel, and songs like Dare to be Brave, Dare to be True. Alright? So, that is the new rule that we're learning today about capitalization. We talked about it a little bit when we were doing our book report, didn't we? Okay, but now it's actually on your paper today. And that's what we're going to do first. So everybody look at your paper. Alright, so let's go back to the top and let's read the rule. And it says, capitalize the first word, the last word, and every important word in the titles of books, stories, poems, and songs. By the way, I forgot to mention this is page 46. 46, that's what page we're doing today. Alright, and then they have some books. The first book they list is called My New Song. Notice they capitalize the first word, the last word, and the word new because it's important. Then they have the poem, our poem, The Duel. First word, last word, both capitalized. Then they have a story called Hansel and Gretel. They capitalize the first word, the last word, but that middle word and, is that considered important? No, the word and is not really important, so they did not capitalize it. Then they have a song with Christ in the vessel, all right? And they capitalized the first word with the last word, vessel, and then they went back and they capitalized Christ because it's important, but is in and the important? No, so they did not capitalize them. All right, so let's look at section 1. The first one is a book. You're probably familiar with this book. It was turned into a movie, but it was first a book, and it is Charlotte's Web. So use your proofreader marks. And you're going to capitalize Charlotte's and, because that would be the first word and the last word, and there's no other words in it. All right, then we have a song, Star Spangled Banner. What they play at games and events like that. Our country's national anthem. So what are you going to capitalize? Star, Spangled, and Banner, because that would be the first word, the last word, and spangled would be an important word, right? Yep. All right, now we're going to go on to Pilgrim's Progress. This is also a book. So you're going to capitalize Pilgrim's and Progress, because that's the first word and the last word, and there are no other words. Next is another song, Onward Christian Soldiers. So you're going to capitalize Onward and Christian and soldiers, because that's the first word, the last word, and every important word, because Christian is an important word. By the way, Christian would be capitalized anyway, because it's having to do with Christ. You are a new creature in Christ. You are a Christian. Next song is called Whisper a Prayer. So you're going to capitalize Whisper and Prayer, because that's the first word and the last word, and the word is not really important. Next is our new poem, My Shadow. So capitalize My and Shadow. Very good. The next one is America the Beautiful. So this is another song, a patriotic song. You're going to capitalize America and Beautiful. Very good. You're getting it. And the last one is another book called Little Women. And we're actually going to learn about the author of Little Women in our history books eventually. All right, so capitalize little and woman. Women. That's women, not woman. Woman is one, this is Little Women. All right, now for this next section, I'm really glad they changed the way we do quizzes now. This used to have me take a page from the workbook and turn it into a quiz. And this was one of them. And I would have people that paid attention when I gave the directions and did really well on it. And then I'd have people that did not pay attention when I gave the directions and they did really bad on it. So please pay attention as we do this together. All right, so they started with Jesus Christ, and they capitalized Jesus and they capitalized Christ. And then what you were supposed to do is look at the rules and figure out what rule was the reason for capitalizing that word. So why did we capitalize Jesus Christ?
It's referring to God and the Bible.
Yes, and they already put letter E. They've already done that one for you, so that shouldn't have taken you so long to come up with the answer because they've already done it for you. Yes, letter E, capitalized names referring to God in the Bible. All right, number 2 is the word
Wednesday.
Wednesday. So why do we need to capitalize that?
D.
Which is D, capitalized days of the week, months of the year, but not the seasons. So on the line you put letter D, and underneath Wednesday you do need to do the 3 little proofreader marks. Don't forget, 3 little proofreader marks. Then we have number 3, Mississippi River. Mississippi River. So capitalize, Mississippi, capitalize,
River.
and what's the reason again?
Proper noun.
Which is letter?
Particular
G, yes, letter G, where it says capitalize proper nouns, particular persons, places, and things. This would be a particular place. And some of you did not listen because we said capitalize Mississippi and capitalize river. You have to capitalize both, guys. The name of the river is Mississippi River. All right, next it says, we enjoyed our lunch. What do you need to capitalize? We. Only we. Why? Yes, which is letter B. Letter B.
I didn't see it.
Letter
Yes, you did.
B.
No, I didn't. It was you.
Letter B says capitalize the first word in a sentence. All right, next says Abraham Lincoln. All right, so what do we capitalize?
Abraham
And
Lincoln.
now there are 2 different possibilities here for why this needs to be capitalized. So what's one letter you could put?
G.
For read the roll.
Capitalize proper nouns, particular persons, places, or things.
Very good. So you could put G because it says capitalize proper nouns, and Abraham Lincoln would be a proper noun. But there is another rule we learned that also says that. And if you're saying F, titles of respect, Abraham Lincoln is not a title of respect. Mr., Mrs., Doctor, Reverend, those are titles of respect. Who knows what the other one is? Paige?
C. Capitalize names and initials in the word I.
Yes, capitalized names. We learned a separate rule where we capitalize names, initials, and the word I. I'm not sure why they don't have titles of respect included in that because that is the way it was on the chart, but it just said capitalized names and initials and the word I. Okay, and so you could put either C or G for Abraham Lincoln. But even though we respect him, that's not a title of respect. Right? Not a title of respect. Only Mr., Mrs., Miss, Doctor, Reverend, those are titles of respect. All right, then we have G.J. Yates. And this is where people would get a little bit, I don't know, not thinking quite right. What you need to do is look at what they did not capitalize that needed to be capitalized. What do you see in that G.J. Yates that should have been capitalized? Not Paige, I'm sorry, Grace. The G and the J. So those are the things you need to underline with 3 little proofreader marks to show that you should have capitalized the G and the J. And why should the G and the J be capitalized, Zeke?
Number C, capitalized names and the initial
Yes, those are initials.
and the word.
All right, so capitalize initials. So that's the one you need to put. Very good. Letter D. No, I'm
C.
sorry. Letter C. Capitalize names and initials and the word I. These are just initials. All right, next we have January. And we need to capitalize January. What is the reason for capitalizing January? Somebody that hasn't answered yet. Somebody that hasn't answered. Test. Yes, but what letter is that? D. D. Days of the week, months of the year, but not the season. All right, what's the next one?
Christmas.
Christmas. And we need to capitalize Christmas. 3 little marks underneath Christmas. 3 little marks underneath January. Wake up. And why do we capitalize Christmas? Eric?
The days of the week.
No, because Christmas is not day of the week or month of the year. Look at the rules again. Look at the rules. Find the right rule. What's Christmas? What? Yes. Letter A. Special days and holidays. Holidays and special days. Letter A. All right. Next we have North Dakota. So capitalize North and capitalize Dakota. Who can tell me the rule for that one? Somebody who hasn't answered yet. Abby. It is a proper noun. Very good. It is the name of a state. We haven't gotten to that state yet, but it is the name of one of our states. So it is a proper noun. So letter G. Right, then we have Dr. Roland. So we need to capitalize Doctor, and we need to capitalize Roland. And there's actually 2 different rules here. What is one of them? Maya?
The titles of respect.
Yes, titles of respect, which is letter F. And what about Roland? What's the reason for Roland?
Capitalized names and initials and the word I.
Yes, so you can put letter C, or you could put letter, there's another one that could be in the place of that. Everybody needs to put F for titles of respect. Because doctor is capitalized because it's a title of respect. Well, Roland is capitalized because it's a name, or there was another one that would work for it. Yes, Jonathan?
I was just stretching.
You're just stretching? Okay. Who knows what the other rule was that fits Roland? Ben? Which is?
Capitalize proper nouns, particular persons, place, things.
Yes, very good. It also could be considered a proper noun, right? A person, a particular person. So everybody needs to put F, but you also either need to put letter C two, so put a comma, put F, and then put a comma, and either put C or G. You don't have to put all 3, but you have to have F, and then you have to have either C or G. Because this one actually had 2 separate rules. Some of you are not listening because all you put is F. F is for the title of respect. What about Roland? I said you need to put a comma and put C for capitalized names or G for capitalized proper nouns. All right. Next we have Genesis 1:1. What do we need to do? Capitalize Genesis. Why? What's the rule for that? Micah?
Capitalize names referring to God in the Bible.
Very good, which is letter E. Names referring to God in the Bible. And the last one, I enjoyed that book. What are we going to capitalize? The word I. There are 2 rules that happen to follow this, though. What is one of them?
Capitalize the word I.
Yes, capitalize the word I, which is letter C. But you also could say that you need to capitalize it because of what reason, Liam?
B. Capitalize the first word
in a sentence.
Yes, this is also the first word in a sentence, but no matter what, the word I is going to get capitalized, but in this case, it's also the first word in the sentence. So you could either put B or you could put C. Either one of those rules applies here. Yes,
Can you put both?
you can. It wouldn't be wrong to put both. But only when you had to put both two on was number 10. Number 10, you had to put two on it. All right, so let's talk about some of the things I have on the board, because some of the things I have on the board have to do with our test. So I'm going to tell you what's on your test, which will be this coming Wednesday. All right, so the first thing we're going to have on the test is turning words plural. All right, so there are going to be a bunch of singular words, and you're going to have to turn them plural, and we'll be doing that. The second thing you're going to have on the test is common and proper nouns. All right, so everybody look up here. What is a noun? The noun is the name of a person, place, or thing. And underneath nouns, we've learned common and proper. We've also learned that they can be singular or plural. Do these two have anything to do with one another?
No.
No, but they're all nouns. Nouns, name of a person, place, or thing. Nouns can be singular, nouns can be plural, and also nouns can be common or nouns can be proper. So if they're talking common, that means any person, place, or thing. And it's not capitalized, right? Unless it's the beginning of a sentence. And that does happen sometimes. And if it's proper, that is a particular person, place, or thing. And that one is always capitalized, all right? So they're going to give you some sentences, and they are going to tell you to circle the words that are common nouns and to box the words that are proper nouns. All right, and we'll practice that some more tomorrow, okay? But that is what you're going to be told to do on your test. Then you're going to come upon a section where you're going to have to put in proofreader marks to correct the whole entire sentence. And again, we're going to practice this more tomorrow. You're going to have to put in commas. You're going to have to underline. Zeke, I really need you to pay attention. You're going to have to put little 3 lines under all the words that need to be capitalized in the sentences. All the rules that we've been talking about. You'll have to put the ending punctuation according to what kind of sentence it is. So you need to remember to capitalize the beginning of the sentence and any words in the sentence, whether it's days of the week, months of the year, not the seasons, whether it's names, the word I, all the rules we're doing, holidays and special days, names referring to God in the Bible. Did I say that one already?
Yeah.
Titles of books. That one's probably not going to be on there because we just learned that one. That one probably won't be on there. But things referring to God in the Bible. I already said that one. What did I miss? All the old ones. Titles of respect. Did I say that one? Titles of respect.
No.
Holidays and special days. First word in a sentence. Names, initials, and the word I. Days of the week, months of the year, but not the season. Names referring to God in the Bible, and titles of respect. The only one that might not be on there, proper nouns. I need to say proper nouns. All right, it's not even on this list here. The new one. They should not be putting the new one on the test yet, right? The one we just learned today. That will not be on the test yet. All right? Then you're going to do what you did whenever I was not here, whenever Mrs. Belcher was teaching you, and that is abbreviations. Okay, and I'll move the camera so she can see the other side of the board. Abbreviations of days of the week or months of the year. Now, were all of them abbreviated?
No.
No, they were about 3. What were they? May, June, and July. They were right there in the middle. May, June, and July were so short they were not abbreviated, but all the rest of all the days of the week were, and the months of the year. You're going to have to know the abbreviation for them. And then you're going to have to know, again, how to make a word plural, because you're going to say something like, use the plural of the word baby in a declarative sentence. So you would have to use the plural. What's the plural of baby?
Babies.
Babies. And you would have to change the Y to an
I and
I.
yes.
So using babies, you have to use babies in a declarative sentence. All right? Or they might tell you to use the word, the plural for tooth in an exclamatory sentence. So what's the plural for tooth?
Teeth.
So you would have to use the word teeth in an exclamatory sentence. Or or they might tell you to use the word moose in interrogative sentence. So what's the plural of moose?
Moose.
Moose. Moose. Very good. But those are not the words they're telling you to use, but that's an example of what I'm saying. So let's look. I'm not sure you can see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with it, I think. Maybe I need to move it. Take you for a ride, Minnie. I'm stuck. There we go. All right. All right, this is part of the review for the test. Notice this had nothing to do with your paper, and some of you are looking too intently at your papers now. Where should your eyes be?
On the board.
Yes, on the board, please. So wake up and look at the board, please. All right. So we are going to make these words plural. What is the first word? Plain. How are we going to make plain plural?
Just add S.
Yes, just add S. Because this ends in an E. E is not a rule we've learned for adding something different. Just need to set. All right, then we have the word
Play.
play.
Just add
All right.
S.
Why?
Because it's followed by a vowel.
Yeah, not followed by, it's preceded. It goes before it. So everybody sees it ends in a Y. What's in front of the Y? A vowel. So we're just going to add S. I really need you to pay attention. This is one of the quizzes you need to make up. Do you understand? So wake up and pay attention. All right, then we have the word man. What's the plural of man? Men. Very good. The plural of man is men. So you just have to change it entirely. Man becomes men. And woman becomes women. They both end in this word, men though. All right, then we have the word dish. What are we gonna do?
Just add yes.
ES, because the rule is
SH.
extra Z.
Add ES.
All right, so that SH told us to add ES. I really want you just to stand up, because I still don't feel like you're paying attention. So stand up and pay attention. You need to move, because now person behind you can't see. There you go, stand right there. All right, then we have the word mouse. Mice, that is another one of those words that you just change it entirely, and mouse becomes mice. Mouse becomes mice. Then we have the word baby. Oh, I already did the word baby, didn't I, in the sentence? So, why are we going to change the Y to an I? Because here's a Y. What's in front of the Y? Consonant. Consonant says, change the Y to an I, add ES. All right, now we have the word watch. What are we going to do? Why?
Because it's a CH.
So let's do the rule. CH, SH,
X or Z.
add
ES.
I want us to say the rule a little bit slower for the benefit of someone who's been absent. So let's say it clearly. CH, SH, S, X, and Z, add ES. All right, then we have the word text. What do we do? Add ES. Very good. Because X, say the rule again. CH, SH, S, X, or Z, add ES. All right, then we have the word quarry. Quarry. Quarry is where you would find rock or gravel. Okay? So what are we going to do? Because here's a Y. What's in front of the Y? A consonant. Consonants say to change the Y to an I and add ES. Vowels said to just add S. But a consonant says change the Y to an I and add ES. All right, then we have the word calf. We have the word calf. What does that tell us to do?
Change the F or FE to a B and add ES.
Yes, we change the F or the FE to a P and add ES. So calf, one calf, many cows. Then we have the word deer,
Don't do anything.
because deer is both singular and plural. You can say, I saw one deer, or you can say, I saw 10 deer. Deer is singular, deer is plural. Then we have foot.
Feet.
Foot becomes
Feet.
feet. I hurt my foot. Both of my feet hurt by the end of the day. Sometimes they don't do. All right, now let's move on to the abbreviations for the days of the week and the months of the year. I'm gonna move it out. Whoever's talking needs to stop. All right, so, are you paying attention? This will be on the test, and you will have to write the abbreviation yourself. Yes,
And when you wrote the most of the year, you skipped them.
I know I skipped some. Why? I already talked about why I skipped some.
Because they're too short for
Yeah,
abbreviation.
they don't have abbreviations. I skipped May, June, and July because they don't have abbreviations. I didn't figure there's any point to write them when there's not an abbreviation for them. Because if there's not an abbreviation for them, are they gonna put them on the test?
No.
No. So, since May, June, and July don't have an abbreviation, all right, so let's start with Sunday. All right, most of the time for the days of the week, you're just gonna take away the word day. But does that work for all of them? No. But Sunday, does it work? Yes. So Sunday, just take away the word day, and what do you need to remember to put? A period. So just write sun, and you will have to write on the line S, capital S-U-N, period. They're gonna give you Sunday, and you would write S-U-N, period. What about Monday? Does it work for Monday?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Who said no?
I don't know. Monday, capital M-O-N, period. What about Tuesday? Does it work for Tuesday?
Yes.
Yes. You're gonna have an abbreviation of twos. Twos, capital T-U-E-S, period. Would it work for Wednesday?
No.
Where do we need to stop?
Wed.
Wed, very good. You would stop at wed. W-E-D, capital W-E-D, period. Would it work for Thursday? Yes. Thursday is a pretty long abbreviation. Just take away day, capital T-H-U-R-S, period. What about Friday? Yes. So take away the day and you're left with capital F-R-I, period. What about Saturday?
No.
Sat. Very good. You're just gonna do sat. That is the abbreviation for Saturday. Capital S-A-T, period. All right? Now let's look at the months. Pay attention. All right? What is the abbreviation for January? Jan. Very good. So take away everything but just capital J-A-N. All right, what about February? Feb. Very good. So capital F-E-B, period. What about March? Mar. Take away the C-H and you're left with Mar. Capital M-A-R, period. What about April? Now, you can't say it, just spell it.
A-P-R.
Very good. You would keep the A-P-R, capital A-P-R, period. What about August?
A-U-G-G.
Capital A-U-G, period. What about September?
Capital S-E-P-T.
Very good. You go all the way to the T. S-E-P-T, capital S-E-P-T, period. What about October? Capital O-C-T, period. November?
Capital N-O-V.
Very good. Capital N-O-V, period. And December?
D-E-C. Capital
Yes.
Capital
D-E-C,
D-E-C,
period.
Period.
All right, so that will be on the test. All right. And I think that's all that I need to tell you about the test. We will go over it again tomorrow, all right? And we will have some things on our paper tomorrow that are very like the text.